Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, fragrance fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews at $40-ish and under dollar range, and most of these are way less than that. A number of these you can find at your local rack stores. What I'm talking about today, you still actually see pop up in the local rack store from time to time, even though it is quite old. This thing was launched in 1995, and I'm talking about Hugo Boss. The original, with that canteen-shaped bottle, and even the flankers and everything all stay true to this. That's how the atomizer lid works, if you didn't know, which you probably already do if you're watching this channel. And the atomizer itself, it ain't too bad. So is this a good fragrance still in 2023? Well, I'm going to go over some of the notes with you guys. As with most of these 1990 and below fragrances, they tend to have a lot of notes in them. So this thing is notoriously known for that crisp green apple. You get that green apple, mint and grapefruit, decent amount of florals, and that cedar wood in there as well. There's also some clary sage. The clary sage in with the florals gives it a nice spiciness. Really, what this ultimately is a fresh, green, fresh, spicy, woody fragrance. Starts off quite fresh, quite crisp in the opening, and the dry down becomes a little bit more spicy, woody, while maintaining some of that freshness. The only thing that this thing smells like are other Hugo Boss fragrances. There's nothing else that really smells quite like this. There's fragrances that use some of the same type of notes, but they smell absolutely nothing like this. For example, Guess Homme Noir smells like Paco Rabanne 1 Million with like a Hugo Boss crisp apple note in it. They don't smell anything alike, but I don't know where I'm going with that. But it's unique still in 2023. This is still a unique fragrance. I say this is timeless. I don't think that this thing is ever going to stop smelling good no matter how long that they produce this thing. Glad they didn't discontinue it. As you can see, I put a decent dent in this thing. And when you have as many fragrances as I have, and you put a dent into something, that kind of says a little something about the fragrance itself. Longevity is a good solid average, like 5.5 to 6 hours. Really, the scent bubble, it projects moderately for about an hour and a half or so. And after that, it tapers off and you get a lot of woods. This is a very woody, spicy fragrance. Not like a dark spicy, but that fresh spiciness that's tolerable for the high heat and for the spring. This is more mature, I would say, than it is youthful, because this is an older school style fragrance. It is great for just about anything under the sun in the summer. It's good for the hottest of activities, to like leisure lunches, to semi-formal lunches, just because it's a little bit more of a mature smell. It kind of has a touch of class like that. Not saying that all mature fragrances have a touch of class, but this one does. And yeah, overall rating, I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. A long time ago, I probably would have given it much higher. But you know, there's just been so many fragrances out that smell friggin' amazing. But I'll give it a 6 out of 10, and that's pretty good for an old school fragrance. The reason why I give it that, I mean, performance, like I said, is right at average, maybe a little bit above, so I won't really notch it up, because it's just like so, if it's above average, it's so minute that it doesn't really justify adding another half a point to it. But the scent profile alone is a little bit better than average, and average is good. Average is a good smelling fragrance, and this is a little bit better than that. I wouldn't say it's the most inoffensive fragrance because it is so classy, but it is mostly appealing to just about anybody. So yeah, I say this is definitely still relevant and still good in 2023. And that is the final thoughts I have on the old school, original Hugo Boss. With that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. And until next time.